Hey guys, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to my channel if you are new. My name is Journey B and what is the bumba clap, pussy clap, ras clap tea? What's up, what's up, what's up? Subscribe, will ya? So today's video is a bit of like a self-reflection, but also, making the public aware of this thing that I've come across in my own internal personal development, if that makes sense. And that's limerence. Hoping that this video and the community that I'm trying to grow, we're all actively, consistently, consciously trying to evolve into the bestest, highest version of ourselves. Do you know what I'm saying? And this has been something that has recently showed its face in my life, where like I didn't realize that I had this going on until the last couple of like situationships that I've been in. And I was like, why? Because I was like, why does my situationships keep ending in the same way? Or why not even just ending, but also why do I always behave like this, if that makes sense? And then come to find out that it was actually limerence. If you don't know what limerence is, I have a definition for you there. So if I keep looking, that's because my iPad is there. But limerence is basically having an intense longing for somebody, which sometimes develop into a borderline obsession, even when they don't fully reciprocate that energy back, or if they don't actually like you like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Which it can kind of be like a form of like idolization, putting the person on a pedestal, romanticizing, glamorizing that person, if that makes sense. Like seeing them in only a positive light and not fully accepting them for the full humanness that they are, if that makes sense. Now, you're wondering what could trigger limerence, what could be the root cause of this, which even saying it back to myself is a bit is a bit triggering. But a lot of the time, the root cause of limerence is from your childhood, of course, like everything else, from neglect, unmet needs as a child, abandonment, rejection. It could be a plethora of those type of things, just unmet needs basically as a child. So then as you grow into your adult phase, that can then evolve into insecure or anxious attachment style issues. I feel like limerence tends to be more prone in women than men. I feel like I've seen it manifest a lot more in women than in men. And I feel like, this is just my own theory, right? I feel like that's due to the fact that obviously as children, as little girls, we're kind of, especially if you grew up watching like Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, like TV programs, like we're kind of programmed to idealize, glamorize the idea of love. You know, this whole Prince Charming and princess type of vibe, or you're gonna you're a damsel in distress, and then this like otherworldly human being comes to save you, and you run off into the sunset together, and like I feel like this whole like overly glamorized idea of love is kind of programmed into us as little girls. So then if you do fall down the whole limerence situation as an adult, you kind of make that the pinnacle of what you think love is, when it's not love at the end of the day. It's not even lust. It's literal obsession at the end of the day. I think I would even say borderline self-harm, realistically, because nothing good can ever come out of those situations at the end of the day. Like for me, for instance, if I'm going to speak about my own personal experience, and just even the things that I've noticed that I do quite a lot, it is kind of hard for me to just to like somebody, but like keep it healthy, like keep it like, it's like, yeah, I fuck with you, I like you, we vibe, etc, etc. But I like for me, it turns into like I'm thinking about that person 24/7. I'm constantly scrolling through their social media all the time. Like I'm having dreams about them 24/7. Like I'm wanting to be in their presence all the time. It literally turns into a obsession. Like, and it's kind of scary sometimes, because it's only recently that I've been like catching myself, and I'm like, yo, Zarina, like this is not cute. Like every 5 seconds you're thinking about that person, you're you're dreaming or you're daydreaming or you're like creating scenarios that aren't even real or that have never happened, but you're creating scenarios in your head of like your non-existent relationship, romantic relationship, or what life would be what life would be if you were actually together, etc., etc. And then that kind of, because obviously the brain doesn't know any better, if that makes sense. Like whatever you're constantly thinking about, the brain is going to agree with the fact that like, oh, okay, that thing is probably real. So because of that, then your actions start to move in a way where it's like, because you in your head you so desperately are clinging onto the fact that you guys are together, or you want to be together, or you want to, merge together, that you start behaving like that when that other person may do like you, but because it's so, for me anyways, it happens very, very early on in like the development stages of like getting to know a person or whatever, that you end up like rushing the process, if that makes sense, and wanting to like attach yourself so quickly to them, or wanting them to kind of almost prove to you that they do like you and they do want you, and like, do you know what I'm saying? Like you're kind of rushing that a bit too quickly, where some people are slow burners, some people like to take their time, some people, have trust issues and they want to like, be normal people, like, and build a relationship healthily and normally, do you know what I'm saying? Or like some people, they'd rather do the friends to lovers type of arc, do you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, with me, it's like, it's almost, I want it instant, I want it now, I want you to prove yourself to me that you're so obsessed with me and you can't live without me now. Do you know what I'm saying? So then, because of that, you end up like acting out in ways that aren't healthy. Do you know what I'm saying? And then for the other person, that could be a huge turnoff. A lot of the times in my scenario, in my situations, it's always a turnoff. So then it ends up pushing them away, further and further away, and end up, do you know what I'm saying? And then that's how you create like a push and pull type of dynamic, a avoidant and a anxiously insecure attached person like situation, if that makes sense. Whereas like, because you're so right, give me the love, give me. The other person's like, whoa, like chill out, like what the fuck? Because I've been on the other end of it as well, where it's like not in a romantic setting, in a friendship setting, where it's like the other person, they wanted to like be my friend so desperately, like so, like their actions were just so like, so then I ended up being the avoidant. And you know what I'm saying? That's what, like, being on the opposite end, like being on both ends, I understand if that makes sense, because I've experienced both sides of it. So it's like, because of that, now I'm just like, bro, I need to grow up, man. I need to actually stop behaving like a weirdo. Like, what's going on? Like, this is not cute. Because especially if it's a thing where like I actually want to develop healthy relationships, and I want to settle down, and I want to actually form healthy, long-lasting, secure bonds with people romantically. I can't keep behaving the way I'm behaving, because clearly there's a pattern, if that makes sense. Like, me behaving the way I've been behaving in the past has literally led to just misery and feeling rejected, like triggering that feeling of rejection and abandonment and neglect, like I did it back in my childhood. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're just reopening those wounds, re-triggering yourself, re-hurting yourself. That's why I said it's literally a form of self-harm, because you're kind of preempting yourself for failure before you even gave yourself a proper chance of actually developing a relationship with this person. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it may not necessarily be that the person doesn't like you. They could actually be fucking with you. Do you know what I'm saying? But the way you're moving without actually giving them the time to assess you, or you to even assess them. Because like I said, it is a form of, like, you end up overly glamorizing that person, and kind of like those rose-colored glasses are on 24/7. So you don't even want to see them for the real flawed human being that they are. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a mind fuck, bro. I'm telling you, it's actually such a mind fuck. Ways in which I'm trying to heal that and overcome it. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos. ChatGPT has been my bestest friend lately. But yeah, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos of like therapists and like people that just a bit more knowledgeable on it, on how to like, overcome it or heal that aspect of me so I can form healthier relationships. And I think the first step really is to be aware of it, that you actually have it in the first place. I think awareness is a gift and a superpower in itself, because once once that becomes like a conscious thought, like it's in the forefront of your mind, that you're aware that this is something that you have, that you're dealing with, and you're trying to overcome it, that then it becomes like a thing where it's like, okay, as soon as those urges those urges of obsession, or those urges to like feed into that limerence start to pop up, it's when like the change can switch. Instead of feeding into it, it's like, okay, Zarina, whoa, like this is what you would normally do, but because we're trying to overcome that, let's do something different. Instead of stalking this person's page 10 times a day, how about we minimize it to 3 times a day? How about we minimize it to 3 times a day instead? Do you know what I'm saying? And it's been working so far, I'm not gonna lie, but it's such a mind fuck, because it's like, now that I'm aware about it, like those feelings, like I didn't realize how like would I say overpowering? I didn't realize how like intense those feelings and that like, what is it? That like mental aspect of it. I didn't realize how like infiltrating it is. Like it literally just controlled your whole entire like movement. Do you know? It's so weird. Like it's actually so it's kind of psychotic, I'm not gonna lie. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the purpose of this video was. I kind of just wanted to like rant a little bit, because it's just, like I said, it's just something that that has been made aware to me, and that I'm trying to actively like heal now. So it's still a journey that I'm working towards. As I grow, and as I evolve, and as I try and change up the way I behave in relationships, and see what works, what doesn't work, etc., etc. Obviously, then I will give you guys an update video. But let me know in the comments if you've experienced limerence, if you're currently experiencing limerence, if you have experienced it and you're able to heal it and overcome it, what methods worked for you. Help a girl out, because I'm currently struggling with it right now. And give me your own two cents. Like, if you're somebody that was the limerence person, or if you were somebody that was on the receiving end of it, like how did it make you feel, etc., etc. Like, just spread your knowledge into the comments. Let's have a discussion. Let's all help each other evolve. And yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe, share, comment, like it, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.